Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa now against the blitz. Hauled in by Waddle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Tua off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Miami. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out a little short of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is complete to Olave. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Carr. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Carr. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Mikatomny's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A-chain on the inside give. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Able to find Achane. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Tua now from the gun. He's got it. And in for the Miami touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
Saints 3. Chip Bailey set to kick off.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This return starts at the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the 33 on second down. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
There was a window there for a moment. Boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Carr setting to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphins football. First and 10 now from the 30. Tua setting up to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down and 10. Tagovailoa on target to Waddle. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Taken in by Hill, right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Has a man, it's Achane. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Here's Tua again. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Miami. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins push their lead to 18. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carr to the air now. Complete over the middle. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. He's got to gain a 6 there. Avante Maddox up for that tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They send a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. Carr. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Tua out of the pistol. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pistol snap to Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
We've got a screen to the running back. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Car off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Handoff here for Miller. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints with an extra moment to decide whether to go for it or not. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. It's a 38-yard look here. Mickey kick is good. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again, the lead 22.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 35 on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up here with Achan. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 48. Hauled in by Waddle. He gets loose down the right side. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give inside. Massive hit. The ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Running left, here's A-Chain. Duke the defender. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. A-Chain again. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Cut by Miller. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Kamara now on 1st and 10. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Another run for Kamara. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Kamara running out of the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Carr. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the gun, a give to Miller. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. He'll get this to Means. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
What now?
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Miller. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. No pickup on that run, and it leaves them 4 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
He's on the move. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
A 21-yard attempt.
Mikatomny's kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 14. Finds his man, Waddle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Tua. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Tyreek Hill a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Carr here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Pressure coming for Carr. This is reeled in by Kamara. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Putting a receiver in motion. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend.
With the score at 49.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Carr has it in close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Miller. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
To kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. This finds Smith. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Motioning left is their running back. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
2nd down carry for HN. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming, 2 up. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 1:06 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he's dropped to just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Trying for it, it's Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Carr throwing on 3rd. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Carr. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Achane running to the right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff here for Miller. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. That's into the hands of Moreau. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now Carr. Able to get it to Moreau. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 from the 41. They go play action with Carr. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he's brought down for a loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
93. Express.
Pistol snap to Carr. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Miller with it. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Carr to the air now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints cut into the lead by another point.
Saints 23. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with H.N. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
H.N. again on 2nd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third down run from H.A. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.
I stay, broski,